Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Mosballin, and I'm putting out this video. It's completely different. Never did anything like this in my life, and it's because I've been playing this game. Honestly, I'm not even like, they don't pay me to do any of this stuff. Like, I'm not getting paid. I did an ad the other day for mad long. I ain't getting paid for none of that. Like, I just genuinely enjoy this game, and I want more people playing it because it's good for the game. Like, it literally just makes the game more fun and better overall. I think the more it succeeds, the better it's gonna become, and it's something that us as Myteam players, if you're a Myteam player, you can really relate to in a lot of different ways, and you can really enjoy it. There's a chance to make some money and obviously spend some money, but we're gonna try this kind of like, we'll talk about it, we'll see what's up. So they have 3 different sports: football, aka football, because but some people call it soccer, and you got MLB, baseball, and you got the NBA. So we're gonna go ahead and click on the NBA. And basically, I'm gonna go through this kind of explaining what I've learned so far, what I've been doing. And I actually have to make a change because I looked into this a little bit more and I understood something that I want to take advantage of. So the reason I pushed this video out today and now is because this is your chance to get in before it's too late. It's gonna lock today, basically for 3 days. I will explain all that in a second, but use my link down below. There's a link, you click on it, and then it'll send you there. You make your account and you start off with 20 players. It's gonna be dope. I'm gonna explain more or less what's happening, but every week you have 2 game days. There are 2 game days. One is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So the Friday one starts in about 8 hours. By the time you guys are watching this, probably like 7, 6. You still have a little bit of time to make your lineup, get in, and get your stuff going, because it's fun. It's fun. Trust me. I haven't even played a single week yet. I haven't done that, but I'm in a couple group chats, and I've been keeping my eye out on this thing. I got messaged about it back in December 9th, I believe was the date, and I've been keeping a close eye on it. I just didn't really jump on it because I didn't have the time personally. December is always like a really busy month for me, and I was like, yo, I don't want to commit to something that I don't have time. But you don't have to fully commit. I like committing to things. I like going all in. But yeah, let's get down to business. So this game is based on cards, and these cards are based on players and how they do in real life. These are literally like, I own a Luka Doncic, Kristaps Porzingis, and how they play in real life is how I get points and how I get rewarded for it, more or less. Now, there are 5 different gem colors. There are 5 different gems, one being common. Common is literally the most common thing. You're gonna get a lot of those, and you're basically gonna get one every single day for free with the daily login. You literally get a daily drop every single day. Whenever you redeem it, it's 24 hours from there. You also get a card swap. You can swap one card for a choice of another. That's really dope. I like that idea as well. And basically how common cards work is you get plus 5% on the stats that the player gets for this season. So these cards are based on this season. This game is going to continue. Your cards don't go anywhere, but you'll be losing like these attributes, the plus 5 and all that. So before I explain the other 4 tiers and how you can get those cards and stuff, let's talk about how you play. So there's a play section, and these are basically like little tournaments. These are little rooms where you can join and get in. So currently I'm in 4 of them. If you start today, you can possibly get into 4. It might be a little bit hard. You might only be able to get to 3. I've been kind of on it the past few days, so the free cards and stuff been helping me out, but you should be able to get into 4 possibly. Now, there are actually a bunch of different rooms, a bunch of different things. As you guys can see, there's rare contenders, super rare, uniques, all that. We'll explain all those, but you guys can see the prizes, the rewards. So these 2 modes, you're guaranteed a reward 100%. You're guaranteed a reward as long as you play. I skipped over this one because this one's 100% too, but it's locked. You have to finish this one to unlock this one. Now, there's other ones which aren't locked like this one, but only top 15% are literally getting rewarded, and for this one it's top 15% as well. So you need to score high. Usually you're gonna need to be scoring. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna click on something, common contenders. You're gonna click on it. One, you can see the prize pool. So like I said, you're guaranteed a prize, but obviously if you do better, you're getting a higher tier card. So if you place in the top 10%, you'll get a higher type of player. Now, I know I haven't explained how you play, how you're getting points, how you're scoring, or any of that, but we'll get into that in a second. So obviously, if you score in the 88th percentile or whatever, you're getting a lower tier common. It's gonna be a pretty bad card, not gonna help you too much right now, but it can in the future. So I'm gonna click on details. here is where it tells you your budget. Your budget is 110 points. Now, each player has a point system next to their name. So right here, you guys are going to see Jalen Smith has a 17. That's basically how many points he's averaging in his last 10 games. He's averaging 17, right? Then you got Wright 17, AJ is 12, this guy's 11, and this guy is 8. Now, each player that's playing in their right full season, which as of right now, every card is in their right season, is getting a bonus boost, which is 5%. Added to whatever they get. So these are based on fantasy numbers, right? Whether it's points, rebounds, assists, blocks, all that good stuff. You're basically trying to make up a lineup of 5 people. It could be any position, but through the cap. You can't spend over 110. And for these, you can only use common cards. So if I have limited cards, I can't use those at all. We haven't talked about any of the better tier cards yet, but I'm going to explain that in a second. So from here, the reason this team isn't that good, you guys can see I have still a lot of points available, is because I decided since I'm guaranteed a prize regardless, I don't care what the prize is. I'm putting all my marbles in a better tournament, right? I want to put all my stuff in a better place where I can hopefully get rewarded even better. So this one, for example, it's only the top 15% qualify. You guys can see the prize pool. First place gets a really good limited card. Second place gets a good limited card. Third place as well. Then 4 to 125, you're getting a limited. If you place 126 to 400, you're guaranteed a limited. From 400 to 750, and then 750 to 1,000. So if you're in the top 1,000, you're guaranteed a limited card, which limited cards you could actually sell for real life money. Common cards you cannot. I will explain that in a second as well. And if you're after 1,000 to the top 15%, depending on how many people are actually in this tournament, you are gonna get a common card. All right, that's what you're gonna get. It tells you the tier of the card, whether it's gonna be a top tier, a low tier, whatever the type of tier of the card is. And now don't forget to hit details to make sure you know what's going on. And let me show you my team with the 120 point budget. Okay, 120 point budget. So I am using Klay Thompson, who's cost me 40. If you click on the player, it'll tell you exactly all the stats that get counted, right? Turnovers are obviously negative stats. If they get double doubles, triple doubles, that counts. Made threes counts as well, all that stuff. You want as many things as you can and get that extra +5 bonus to get as many points as possible. Obviously, that's the game plan. So these are the cards I'm using. If I click on edit team, I can switch out players. So for example, I can click on this eye icon and see what's going on. So Gary Trent, these are his last few games. He had a 56 point game, a 42, a 52, and then his last couple, you can see he had 37, 51, 27, stuff like that. I see which teams he's playing next. Celtics, Knicks, and I just want to note that it only counts your top game of the week. So don't play a guy because he has more games this week. It only counts the top, like, basically game they did. So say he gets 30 points against the Celtics, but then he gets 42 against the Knicks. The 42 is going to count for me and not this one, okay? So for this tournament, I obviously want to place as high as I can. I want to try. I want to do my best. So I'm using like 4 of my better cards for sure. Klay Thompson, Victor Oladipo, Harrison Barnes, KP, and then Caleb Martin, hoping he can have a big performance against one of the 2 teams he's playing against. It could happen. You never know. So hopefully they can place in the top 15%, hopefully. Now at first for this beginner 1-1, since I seen that you're guaranteed a reward no matter what, you're guaranteed a reward, I was like, I'm just gonna use a bad team, right? I'm just gonna use a bad team, I don't care. And then I realized that that is not a great idea. I was using literally the lowest of lows of cards. That's not a great idea, and that is because I can't unlock beginner 2 if I don't do well in beginner 1. In the details, I saw it. It said you need to rank in the top 50%. So this team has no chance of ranking in the top 50. So I'm actually going to edit out my team. I got Gary Trent Jr. who's going to make this lineup. I'm going to try my best to put in some players. You guys can see right here, I have a Bogdanovich that averages 35, but he has no games this week. He has an NG, so he literally is not playing this week. So it doesn't make sense for me to put him in any lineup unless one I do not care about. So he's literally a waste. I need to make this team a little bit better if I want to qualify for beginner 2, which I clearly want to do. I want to work my way up and have opportunities at higher tiers so I can win some limited cards. So what we're going to have to start doing is editing out some cards from the other tier, like this one, 100% guaranteed rewards. So I'm going to take out Jalen Smith. But after checking how Jalen Smith's been doing, I see he literally did nothing his last 2 games. So that doesn't even make sense for me to even want him in the other tier. Therefore, we'll keep him here and we'll check out Wright. Wright's been doing really well. So we will take Wright instead. We'll take him. We'll put this guy there. And now I'm back here switching these guys in. So I put Wright in here. I put Carter in here. And now we still have room. We still have 62 remaining points. So I wasn't thinking of doing this because I think I put my best player in the common Western Conference. So there's going to be stuff where you basically have to do certain requirements. So this is only West players. And I saw that it was only top 15% qualify. To be honest, so many people are playing this. How many people? 42,000 as of now. Hopefully it jumps to 50. I'm not probably gonna make it because only you have to score in the top 7,000, and I don't know if this team is good enough to do that. I have Kendrick Nunn on it, and I would probably be hurting one of my other teams if I move guys around. So what I'm actually gonna do is swap out Luka Doncic. I'm gonna swap him out and put Taylor in here. Then this way I'm probably not qualifying in this tournament at all. Top 15% with this team is not going to cut it unless they all have like career highs, season highs, like stuff they've never done before. But it's okay. This is literally our first time playing. We're going to have to get our team better for the next time slots, which is Monday through Thursday. We're just trying to get rewarded in as many places and learn as much as we can. So here we are back in the beginner one, and we're going to put Luka Doncic on the team. So this is going to be the lineup I go into beginner one with. It's not the greatest lineup. So if you ever want to see all your lineups, there's actually a spot right here where it says my teams. You're going to click on that. It shows you all your lineups. You'll be able to see where you're placing throughout. You'll see the points you're getting, all that good stuff. It actually shows you the rewards. Pretty dope in here. You guys can see that very well. So now that I got that out the way, let me go ahead and explain all the tiers so we can go ahead and look at some of the other tournaments down lower below where you actually are getting way better prizes. Now the second tier is called limited, and there are 5,000 of each player made. So there's 5,000 Ricky Rubios, 5,000 Orlando Robinsons, and so on and so forth. You can buy these cards in the auction house, which is a live auction house with real life money or Ethereum, or you can actually buy packs. We'll talk about that as well later on. But yeah, the next tier is rare, and those are out of 1,000. There's 1,000 rares, and you get a plus 15 bonus on top of everything that player does, because you get plus 5 for the season and the rarity of the card is plus 10. Now super rares are plus 25 because those are numbered to out of 100, and this is why I'm trying to get you guys on it now. We'll talk about how and why you could get some of these cards, because these are basically all reward cards more or less, or you can buy them in here. And then these are the one-of-one cards. There's only 3 of them out in the auction house, but you get a plus 45, and like I said, these are based on players and how they do in real life. Now that we got that out the way, you guys are gonna see there's like limited contenders where basically your details are going to change the requirements. You literally need 5 limited cards for these, but the prizes are obviously better as well, where you're getting more people to get limited cards. That is super dope. And then there's limited champion, which if you really could do well, you can get some rare cards. And you guys saw the prices on some of those rares. They're definitely expensive, especially this early into the game cycle. It's definitely dope. And then as you move up, you'll see there's rare contenders, literally super rare, unique, and now you guys understand it more. Literally, if you can go into this unique and win, you need 2 uniques and then the rest super rare. If you can win, you're guaranteed a super rare player at the top. I'm surprised they don't give you a unique I mean, it makes sense why you wouldn't get a unique, but basically this is where it gets wild. This is where it gets crazy. This is where you can make some serious money in the market once you start pulling some of these big boy cards. You literally, uniques are going for 500. Super rares are all over $100. Like this one still has some time, that's why it's not, but they're all gonna go for a lot. Now there are starter packs. I do not recommend these personally, but there are starter packs for $100. You would get 5 limited cards. You can do this. I think the best bet though is the market. If you're gonna buy anything, is definitely just to buy the limited cards from here. It probably would cost you maybe around the same to get 5 cards, but you get to pick and choose who you want. Here you get to see the 5 you're getting, but like you don't get to have that much flexibility is what I'm trying to say. Boy, look how much this Scotty Barnes is going for. So honestly, if I was gonna spend money on any basketball thing, I honestly would probably spend it on this. I'm just saying it how it is. It seems fun enough where I can make my money back or do some crazy things and have some fun with it. Wow, it actually tells you who is selling this card too. That's really dope. So if you ever see a Mosballin, go spend like an arm and a leg, or at least just send me a screenshot. I'm totally joking. But we are gonna grind to see if we can make some money off this game. We'll see how long it takes me to get our first limited, our first rare, our first super rare. We're gonna do this as a no money spent for now to see how it plays out over the next few weeks. And then later on we can decide to do different things. These are all my cards right here. You get a really good starter pick. Like, I got to choose Luka out of a group of 5 players, and one of them was LeBron. I had a tough decision between LeBron and Luka. I let my wife decide, and that's why I took Luka. But literally, just make sure you guys do your dailies, drop daily, and also do your card swaps. You don't really have to focus on this too much. It's not going to take too much of your time. It's just a fun, dope thing. I love collecting cards. I know some of you guys do too. So being able to start collecting cards, even if it's slowly like this, it will be fun. And I think this is the future for something. This is going to be big in the future without a doubt. That's why I wanted to really talk about it. We will do a tournament. I think we could do a tournament. I'll do a private league. We can try it now if y'all fit. Let's try it now. My league name, Mosballin. All right, my league name is Mosballin. All right, congratulations. Here is the link. I will link this as well. Make sure you sign up with my thing and then enter this, visit the league, all that. We'll have some fun with this as well. And you can also play with your friends. You can invite them personally every week and do like this fantasy thing with them. This is literally super, super dope in my opinion. I hope you guys are enjoying it, liking it. I hope I explained everything kind of cool. If not, let me know. I will be making another video before the next game week. Yes, the next game week is Monday. So we should have a video out before those games, figuring out our lineup, seeing how we did in these games, hopefully placing in some of them. That's all we could really hope for, right? We want to place. So once again, we entered all 4 tournaments I'm eligible for. All 4 I'm eligible for. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how we do in all of these. I'm really hopeful that I can end in the top 15% on this champion one, even though I feel like Caleb Martin is going to be the reason we don't, or Oladipo or Barnes or somebody. Someone's not going to play well. And then obviously we want to go crazy in this one, the beginner one, so we can make it to beginner 2. I'm going to do the math on percentages. Actually, I can't risk it. I don't think I could risk it. I think we just gotta play it out like this, let Luka carry that team, so we can unlock beginner 2 for Monday. And then we're probably not gonna place in this Western Conference one, unfortunately, but I'm gonna still give it kind of a shot. Otherwise, I would better off moving these guys, moving them in here, so I could get a better tier comment. So that is definitely an option too, but I don't care enough. I think we gotta risk it, even though it's not looking likely. But with all that said, I'll catch you guys later. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy So Rare. It's So Rare, no money spec coming your way. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if I end up like giving in and ending up spending money to compete. But with all that said, I'll see you guys later. It's been your boy Mos, and Ballin out.